Hello friends, and welcome back to Pokemon Emerald, the worst final evolutions. So last time we began our journey by catching the first two members of our team, Piers the Zigzagoon and Dusty the Wurmple, who is now a Cascoon, thankfully. And we arrived in Petalburg City, so let's continue the journey. And if we remember at the very beginning, we heard mention of our father, who was in front of the Petalburg gym, so this is where we have to come to first. Well, if it isn't Storm, so you're finished moving in? I'm surprised that you managed to get here by yourself. Oh, I see. You're with your Pokemon. Then I guess you're going to become a trainer like me, Storm. That's great news. I'll be looking forward to it. Oh, but then we have this individual here. I'd like to get a Pokemon, please. Oh, right. You're Wally, right? I'm gonna go stay with my relatives in Verdanturf Town. I thought I would be lonely by myself, so I wanted to take a Pokemon along. But I've never caught a Pokemon before. I don't know how. I see. Storm, you heard that right. It may be a little late for a catching tutorial, but can you help show this kid how to catch a Pokemon? This is kind of weird now that I'm actually watching this, because this is a tutorial on how to catch Pokemon, but it does serve a small purpose alongside that, so I suppose it's alright. We just have to walk with Wally all the way over here, and he gets to try to catch his first Pokemon. So Pokemon hide in tall grass like this, don't they? Please watch me and see if I can catch one. And of course, gets one of the rarest encounters. And also one of my favorite Pokemon. I wonder, will this be the rare opportunity that this Zigzagoon will knock out the Ralts? Nope. Definitely not. For anyone who hasn't studied the inner workings of Gen 3 Pokemon, in this catching tutorial, it is actually possible for this Zigzagoon here to knock out the Ralts. You have to get really lucky with some of the numbers so that the Zigzagoon has max stats and the Ralts has low stats. Because the Ralts is always programmed to use Growl, which would reduce Zigzagoon's attack. But with a lucky string of events, it is entirely possible to knock out the Ralts, but the events will still play out as if the Ralts got captured. Or, in the even rarer circumstances, that Ralts could be shiny, and then you forever curse Wally for getting a shiny Ralts, but never using it again, since it's always a different Pokemon to what is caught. But anyways, we have been shown the capture tutorial. So, did it work out? Yes, thank you. It did. Here's your Pokemon back. And Storm, thank you for coming along with me. You two are why I was able to catch my Pokemon. I promise I'll take really good care of it. Oh, my mom's waiting for me, so I have to go. Bye, Storm. Now, Storm, if you want to become a strong trainer, here's my advice. Head for Rustboro City beyond this town. There you should challenge the gym leader, Roxanne. After her, go on to other Pokemon gyms and defeat their leaders. Collect badges from them, understood? Of course, I'm a gym leader too. We'll battle one day, Storm. But that's only after we become stronger. I think he says, yeah, you're going to challenge Rustboro. Yep, so once challenge when he becomes stronger, so this is where he says, if you get 4 gym badges, come back and we'll have a battle. So 4 badges, and then Norman will be the 5th. Alright, well, I'm gonna go take just a quick look here in the mart. Yeah, I did get a little money, not a whole lot. And I don't even have to buy too many Pokeballs either, but just for now. You never know what you'll run into, because, hey, I may get a random shiny and be like, oh, I want to catch you. We'll buy 2 of these, just in case. And 2 of those. Alright, that should be good enough for now. I mean, it's not like I'm anticipating things being super difficult, but sometimes you can get thrown a curveball, you know? Okay, and I don't think there was... Yeah, I never visit those houses down there anyway, so I don't think there would be anything important. But here we have an Emerald exclusive scene here for something that comes more in the post-game, but... Excuse me, let me guess, from the way you're dressed, are you a Pokemon trainer? Well, maybe not. Your clothes aren't all that dirty. You're either a rookie trainer, or maybe you're just an ordinary kid. I'm roaming the land in search of talented trainers. I'm sorry to have taken your time. Yes, we'll be running into him quite a bit throughout the adventure. But speaking of adventure, let's continue onwards. Okay, so you're just talking. Oops. I have to go here, because I think now that I've given Dusty quite a bit of experience, I think it's time to give Piers a little bit of training. Okay, so she's not a trainer. This is this guy here. Yeah, one thing I do love about Generation 3 games, there's so many artistic choices that they did with the sprite work and how things work on the overworld. They just really made the world light up, shine, or however you want to describe it. It just felt so alive. I have a lot of nostalgia for the Generation 3 games. Like, I spent a lot of time playing Pokemon when I was younger. I may not do that as much nowadays, but I still have a soft spot for a lot of the earlier Pokemon games. I think with all of the games that were in Generation 3, I probably spent the most combined time playing all of those. So like, there's Pokemon Ruby, Sapphire, the combined game Pokemon Emerald. Hey, I missed, come on. Pokemon Fire Red and... oh, pardon me there. Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green, which are the Generation 1 remakes. I loved those games to pieces. It's probably a good thing to keep using Tail Whip. And the GameCube games Pokemon Colosseum and Pokemon XD. I spent way too much time playing those games because I was able to battle Pokemon in 3D, and it was basically a glorified adventure for the GameCube. Like, sign me up. I love those things. I do actually have a plan to play Pokemon Colosseum and Pokemon XD on this channel sometime in the future. It is still going to be a little bit before that happens. But I do intend to. I don't know what kind of challenge I'll do for those yet. Like, it's kind of hard to create a challenge for those games as opposed to the Game Boy Advance games. Or really just... oh, pardon me again there. Catch my breath. Like the Game Boy Advance games are... I said the same thing again. What's going on here? The handheld Pokemon games. There we go. I got the right word. The games on the GameCube are a lot more structured as opposed to the more random nature of the handheld games. So it's kind of hard to create an actual challenge that could line up like what I'm doing here, where it's like, oh, hey, I'll take the Pokemon that I deem the worst and make a run through the game. It's a lot harder in the GameCube games because you're given a set pool of Pokemon to play through the game with. Like, perhaps I could be like, oh, hey, here's the Pokemon that are the grouping of Pokemon that are deemed the worst, and I'll just pick 6 from them, but even then, the structure of the games may make that pretty difficult. I don't know. It's probably going to be a situation where it's a lot of planning, like what I had to do for this game and pretty much every Pokemon game that I have and or will play through this challenge mindset. And then that doesn't even start to cover where it's like, oh, hey, maybe I'll do a Nuzlocke challenge of Pokemon sometime in the future, because I've played those before. Those are a lot of fun. Or maybe I'll do like type restrictions, or I don't know. There's just a whole lot of variation you can do when it comes to playing Pokemon. No wonder I love to keep coming back to these games, because it's always different. Or maybe I'll even play randomizers, because hey, I love randomizers. We'll have to see how everything goes there. But Piers is doing pretty well here. Okay, yeah, still low on the stats, but hey, that's kind of to be expected. Alright, well, things are still good, so I can keep going. We'll eventually visit this little hut here. The person who's normally occupying it is out at the moment, for convenient story reasons. As we get more berries too. Now, like, I think I said this in the previous part, but hold items are perfectly fine to use in battle. Like, I won't use potions or revives or X items. Those I've allowed myself not to use. Allowed myself not? No, it's I am not allowed to use those. I am stuttering on a lot of my words today. But hold items like the Quick Claw, Focus Band, Leftovers, any berries, like Charcoal or Mystic Water or any items like that, those are perfectly fine to use. Or at least I think so, because they don't break the game as much. Of course, that is just my opinion, and hey, who knows, maybe I'll come back to these games in the future still and be like, okay, now I'm going to do a similar challenge, but no hold items. I don't know. We'll see how things go. All the Zigzagoon is doing is just growling me, but hey, guess who has a second Pokemon in their party? Okay. Not allowed. Get out. Now we'll switch to Dusty. Alright, well, still doing tail whips, but hey, I can work with this. You may reduce my damage a little bit, but if I poison you, you're screwed. Although it's funny to know that, like, I tail whipped the Zigzagoon a handful of times, and still, the Poison Sting's not doing very much. Although that did just remind me of a weird quirk with this particular trainer class. I think you'll see this here in a moment, because I just have to set it up this way, because I know it's going to happen, and I don't think I can knock this Zigzagoon out in, like, 2 turns. So we're just gonna play around that. Okay. Who knows, maybe I'll get lucky and she won't do it? I think that's low enough they might. Okay. Alright, got out of that one without seeing an item. Yeah, the trainer class is Lady and Rich Boy. I'll see a Rich Boy trainer class once I get out of this forest here. They are programmed to use full restore healing items as opposed to like potions or full heals or like antidotes or however you wanna. But using a full restore this early in the game seems kind of ridiculous. Like, that item is worth 3,000 in shops, like, for good reason. It is a good item. But to use a full restore this early in the game, doesn't that kind of sound a little bit ridiculous? That is just my opinion, though, but, like, you could really get away with just a potion. Alright. Well, hey, these two are doing pretty well. I won't get my next member of the team until I reach the next town. So it's going to be these two for a little bit. But as long as the experience is going on these two alone, it should allow them to get up to like level 10 pretty quickly. So we'll see what happens. Here we are in Petalburg Woods. But I will go this way. Did you say anything? Oh yeah, so he's like, hey, check for obvious spots where there are hidden items. It's a good thing I know where a handful of them are right off the bat. Alright, and you should be a Pokeball. Now, does this trainer... The protagonist from Pokemon Colosseum would like to have a word with you on that comment, because that's the entire gimmick of the game. And a fun gimmick nonetheless. Alright, so got a bug catcher here, and it sounds like he's got a whole bunch of Wurmple. And I'd be right. It's too bad I don't have a boosting move, so I could just sweep through all these Wurmples. But I mean, as long as they don't know Poison Sting, they can't really do much. This should be good for Piers anyway, so we'll run with it. Ooh, this one looks like it has a little more defense. Or it just got lucky. Who knows? Ever wonder with some trainers' Pokemon setups, they're like, I know what we'll do. We'll use 4 of the same Pokemon over and over again. Like, do you think they could have varied it up a little bit where it's like a Wurmple and a Silcoon, and then a different trainer had like Wurmple and Cascoon, and then like maybe another one was just at least 2 Wurmples? And then you could have been like, we're gonna have a trainer that has a Silcoon and a Cascoon. And then maybe you could have even had one more trainer after that that's like, they'd either use just a Beautifly or just a Dustox to be like, hey, here's a final boss for the area. Let's see if you're up, your skills are up to par. Alright, small rant aside. Okay, Paralyze Heal, that's pretty good. Alright. Yeah, we're gonna get a little bit of plot up here, so I'm gonna make sure I'm healed up. Oops. Not on Dusty, on Piers. Okay. Not a one to be found. Hello, have you seen any Pokemon called Shroomish around here? I really love that Pokemon. Oh, it looks like we got some bad guys up here. I was gonna ambush you, but you had to dawdle in Petalburg Woods forever, didn't you? I got sick of waiting, so here I am. You, Devon Researcher, hand over those papers. Hey, you're a Pokemon trainer, aren't you? You gotta help me, please. Now, what do you think you're doing? You're just gonna protect them? No one crosses Team Aqua and gets any mercy, not even a kid. Of course, because in battle, it doesn't matter who you are, a trainer is a trainer. Yes. You've got a higher level Poochyena, so I guess you could kind of call this the pseudo-boss of the area. Alright, I think you've got Howl, but just in case. That does reduce the damage a little bit. I gotta reduce defense a little bit, too. Okay, I was right about Howl, but that did save me a little damage, so I'll take it. How's this gonna work? Ooh, nice hit. Might be able to get out of this not losing a Pokemon. 2. Okay, that looks pretty good. Oh no. Accuracy fell. Too bad that didn't help you. Alright, that's good experience there. You're kidding me. You're tough. Well, I try to be. You got some nerve meddling with Team Aqua. Come on and battle me again. Oh, I wish I could say that, but I'm out of Pokemon. And hey, we of Team Aqua are also after something in Rustboro. I'll let you go today. Whew, that was awfully close. Thanks to you, he didn't rob me of these important papers. I know, I'll give you a great ball as thanks. We'll see how useful that is in the future. Didn't that Team Aqua thug say they were after something in Rustboro too? And it's like, oh, I think I know what this is. I can't be wasting time here. I must run away. Alright. Alright, so I think, yeah, there's only one trainer over there. No, I don't need to battle more Wurmples. Maybe I do. I am close to leveling up. Why not? Still got sand in your eyes? Well, this was the one change I'm glad they did, was making tackle a 100% accurate move as opposed to a 95% accurate. Like, if you're gonna do lowered accuracy, I would... Like, unless you start at a baseline of, like, we'll say, like, 95, and then slowly get less accurate as the moves get more powerful, I'd say that starting at 100 is a good thing? Like, let your low power moves be the ones that are the most accurate. Oh yeah, I forgot Nincada was another bug Pokemon. Yeah, there you go. It could have been like a Wurmple and Nincada kind of deal. Anyways, gotta reduce your defense a little bit, because you are slightly defensive. And also have Leech Life. That's not fun. Alright, this might be a bit of a stretch. Oh, and Piers got an item. So, introduced in... for anyone who doesn't know, which might surprise me at this point, but just in case. For anyone who doesn't know, in Generation 3, this is when they started introducing Pokemon with abilities. So every Pokemon has at least one ability. Some have 2. In later generations, some get multiple after 2, but in this one, it's either you have 1 or you have 2. Some of them are useful in battles, some of them are useful on the overworld map. For instance, Dusty here has the ability Shed Skin. So if Dusty was to ever be afflicted with a status condition, like I just did with this Nincada here, there's a small chance that I would automatically heal from that condition. Why am I still using Poison Sting now that I think about it? There's a small chance that Dusty would automatically heal itself from that condition. So that makes it pretty handy to have if you know you're prone to getting statused. And then Piers has an ability that's useful in the overworld called Pickup. So if Piers isn't holding an item, there's a small chance that Piers will automatically get a random item every once in a while. I think it's just a random number. I don't think it's like a predetermined amount of time. So if you want to get a bevy of items... Oh, okay, that's a good move. So if you want to get a bevy of items, get a bunch of Pokemon with Pickup and then just battle some Pokemon and see what happens. Ooh, this isn't good. Maybe I'll get a lucky poison? One lucky poison, come on. Yeah! I'll take it. Okay, that'll help Piers out quite a bit. I don't think Dusty's living this, though. Alright. But we'll make this easier for Piers. Because... Headbutt! Yeah, look at that power. See, like, Tackle's a 40 base power move with... or it's either 35 or 40. I'll check here in a second. But it's that low a base power and 95% accurate, whereas Headbutt is double that power and 100% accurate. Like, go for like a lowering curve. But hey, got a free Great Ball out of the deal. If anything, that will allow me to get more money. And then another Pokeball, too. The thing with this challenge, though, is like I'm not going to be catching very many Pokemon unless they're either required for the team or they're rare in and of themselves. That it's like, oh, hey, I'm going to catch you just for the fun of it. Oh, hey, Meryl. Well, I'm going back to heal, and I ain't gonna waste a good chance at battling, so let's do this. Yeah, Piers is gonna be a bit of a powerhouse for now, because, hey, I just got a really powerful move. Really powerful. Okay. Let's get healed up here. And then I think Dusty will be in the front lines for a little bit. No, so maybe I'll reach level 10 by the time I hit Rustboro. We'll see what happens. There's a few things to do once I exit the forest there. And the exit was right there, but there was still a few trainers that I would have had to fight. Oops. I don't have a bike yet. I have to run! Run like the wind. Just feels so good having these shoes. Just take the path of least grass. I love the speed at which you can move once you have the running shoes. Just like that was like 20 seconds, maybe 30. Just to, like, I've covered all that distance. Oh, hey, a Shroomish. Oh, and I should have put Dusty up in the front because this would have been perfect. Because I could have resisted Absorb, and Shroomish is grass type, so I could have been using super effective Poison Stings. Alright, that's good. Little damage, but nothing I can't get through. But we have reached the outside. Do some berry picking here. I would plant berries, but I wasn't much of a berry planter back when I played the games, unless I knew berries I was specifically going for. So, I just tend to collect them en masse. And there's going to be a few hidden items up here, so I'll definitely be just spending some time here getting them. Hey, the more resources you have, the better, right? Also, Headbutt, too good. Give him a chance. Down goes the gull. Yeah, I think it's just a Pokeball. I think there's a potion hiding in here, as well as many other wild Pokemon. This is getting slightly ridiculous. I know I'm close to a level, but I'm just going to skip it for now. Maybe if it's something I can knock out easier. Okay, so there's a potion there. Little bit of a high encounter rate here, I'm thinking. Not that it's any different from anywhere else, I just happen to have a string of bad random numbers. Super potion, okay, that's useful. And nothing there. Okay, so I'll just take it slowly and run. And this is the Berry Flower House. So get a... Yep, I'll get a Whale Merpale from here, which I really won't use, but just to get it. So I think... So, yep, I get the Whale Merpale here. Okay. Then I think she gives a free berry out. Okay, Pecha Berries are good. That heals poison. Alright. Now you can come back here for things for secret bases later, but I won't be dealing with that for a bit. Oh sure, I'll accept your challenge. I have lots of money. How posh do you sound? But just like with the lady on the other side of the forest, this trainer here can also use full restores. So, I think the best way to deal with this is just to lower the defenses enough. And headbutt to the face. There we go, that's how you do it. No full restores for you. Alright, down goes Rich Boy Winston. Hey, but that's a good payout of money. But I do need to switch Dusty in, because Dusty needs to get some levels. And we got some good trainers here too, so we'll go with that. Now I know there's a pair of trainers coming up here in a moment that will be pretty good for experience on both of them. But thank you for sending out a grass type. Oh, good damage. Now it's funny, I do want to string shot this Lotad because I don't want Astonish flinching me. But I got the poison, so I don't think it's going to matter too much. Yep, didn't even flinch me at all. Although I don't think that poison's going to be enough to knock out. Yeah, even if the Astonish flinched me, I still would have knocked out the Lotad. Alright, well, Lotad down. And level up. Oh, I cannot wait till you evolve into a Dustox and get some decent stats. Alright, now this is the matchup I wanted in the forest. Haha, no damage. Meanwhile, I do lots of damage. And poison. Poison is good. Alright, just gotta play the poison sting game, so it'll just be a few more turns yet. Alright, maybe one more round, depending on the damage. Nah, it's still gonna be another turn after this. Yeah, it's not like the Shroomish can do anything, really, but... Hey, at least it tried. And good experience all around. Alright, but I definitely will need to use some potions here. Especially for what's coming up. actually, I have a whole bunch, just in case. Make use of my items, you know? Then we have a pair of trainers here, but instead of facing both of them individually, like you did in Generation 2, now we get Generation 3's new mechanic, double battles. I gotta say, like, the concept of double battle in general just was a natural progression, and I think it was one of the best ones they've done for like making things better in Pokemon. It's a good thing I didn't decide to attack the C-Dot. I'm always afraid of when an opponent uses Bide. Okay, nope. But I will still be using Tail Whip because I'm not attacking the C-Dot, and Dusty can knock out the Lotad with Poison Stings, thankfully. Story, and still no flinch. Ah, but we got the poison. Okay, I think I'm going to do the same thing again, just in case. I mean, that C-Dot's defenses are going to be pretty low, so I think I'll be knocking it out pretty quickly after. Oh, there's the flinch. But down goes the Lotad. Alright, time for this C-Dot to go bye-bye. I probably only needed to use the 2 Tail Whips, but I just have to play around Bide, because that move can hurt. It's too bad it's one of the worst moves in the actual game, but when an opponent uses it, it can be a little scary. So, I think she gives a berry too. Chesto, okay, that's good. That's for healing sleep. Then this is Lepa, so that's PowerPoint Restoration. And this is Cherry, so that would be Paralysis. Alright. And we got, I think it's one last trainer here. I think this fisherman has a Whalmer somewhere? It's like, I could be wrong. It might be Magikarp, 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 but I think it's like Magikarp, Magikarp, Whalmer? I could be very wrong. But hey, at the very least, it's free experience for Dusty. How many turns will it take for poison to take hold? There we go. It's like when an opponent uses Smog, I almost expect it to poison me. It's more of a surprise when I don't get poisoned by the moves. Like, the more powerful moves in the poison category, they have a small chance to poison, but it's much more, like, realistic, I'd say. Like a 20% chance, maybe a 30 on some of the more powerful. But some of the low-power poison moves, like Poison Sting and Smog, they have like a 40 or even 50% chance to poison. Like, it's such high odds that I almost expect it to poison whenever I see it. Alright, so you brought a Magikarp that's one level higher. Alright. But hey, Dusty is only one level away from evolving, so I'll take it. Now, in situations like this where I do consider playing with animations off, but it's not like I'm trying to speed run through a game or anything, so I'm totally okay with playing with the animations on. Alright, Poison will take it out. Now, is it Magikarp or Whalmer? It is Magikarp, okay. I'm maybe thinking of a trainer that's much later in the game. I'm fairly certain that May actually has a Whalmer on her early team. I could still very well be wrong, because it has been a while since I played these games, and I do remember a lot of details, but some of the minute details may slip past me. The one thing I wish would slip a little faster is that health bar. One more tackle should do the trick. And there we go. Alright, I think that's every trainer that I have to deal with. Yes. Okay, so I'm just gonna make a small detour over here, because I love little fence tricks like this that let you get items out in the open, but you can visibly see them, kind of thing. Gold Silver Crystal National Park, I think, was one of my favorites, where it's like, oh hey, there's this small gap here. You can see where it leads you. But anyways, we have made it to Rustboro City, and I think it's a good time to call the episode here. So, thank you very much for watching today. Hope you enjoyed. I know it was just a lot of light trainer fights, but hey, I need those trainer battles to get these two much higher level. Because for anyone who knows, the first gym leader is a rock-type gym leader, and I don't have access to anything that really deals well with rocks, so we're gonna see how things go, I guess, on the next episode. So, thank you very much for watching today. Take care, stay safe, and have a good day.